What's up, everyone? This is going to be short and to the point on the rumors of a ban on short selling, and then also want to mention, we'll get to that in a sec. First and foremost, this weekend was Berkshire Hathaway's kind of like earnings, and they had a big panel yesterday for the whole day, and it's like, you know, it's a big deal every year. So Warren Buffett was talking about what he owns, what they don't own, what they sold, the markets, all that stuff. If you have time today, and I think you should make time if you're an investor or you are in the markets, go check out whatever content you can on the panel. Basically, he says they sold all their banks. The only bank they own is Bank of America, and that's since the 2008 crisis, where he got a quote-unquote really good deal on it, whatever that means. So he is out of banks. Now let's flip over to the ban on short selling. We're gonna get the shorts. The shorts are dead. So first things first, guys, nothing's confirmed. Secondly, half the articles are all pay gated, meaning you have to pay to view the article. Third, you shouldn't want to ban on short selling any more than you would want to ban on removing the buy button. Why is that? Because shorting or selling is a check and balance for a company, as is buying. If the company is performing and they're doing well, you buy. If they're not performing and they're not doing well, you sell. Okay? So it's an incentive to make sure that the companies are performing and doing well. Secondly, you wouldn't have GameStop, you wouldn't have AMC, you wouldn't have HKD, you wouldn't have Top, you wouldn't have these crazy pumps without shorts. They just wouldn't exist anymore. You'd put your money in, you'd hope that the market would only go up, which is not legitimate, you know. The market's gone up since 2008, but the value of the dollar is like 100 less than it was before. So really, did it go up? No. So I don't want to get too down the rabbit hole. First, basically what I want to say is you don't want it. It happened in 08 and it did not have the desired effect. And why is that? Because no one wants to be told, hey, there's 5,000 stocks here, but we're going to stop short selling on these particular stocks. And these companies would fail if we didn't do that. You're going to put your money in that company? Yeah, let me pile in my life savings into this company that without this once-in-a-generation event would be gone. It's not going to happen. People will still start selling. They'll sell, they'll sell, they'll sell. The company will go under anyways. It's not a ban on selling. It's a ban on shorting. But putting that aside, a lot of YouTubers and people on StockTwits or Webull, which is basically a trash place at this point, they would have you believe that it's a ban on all short selling, when in fact it would be a pause on individual tickers of their choosing. So I would say Wall, Western Alliance, or PAC West, PACW. Stuff like that, okay? It's not going to be market-wide, you guys. So you can get that out of your heads and stop spreading that misinformation, because that's just straight-up lying. And then next, you also have the only time I would even consider that this is anything real is if any one of these people or websites or articles would quote a source of someone in the power, or that has the power to even make these moves and decisions. So far, the only quote, you guys, the only one, nothing else I've been able to find has a quote, because they probably don't want to get sued. The only one is saying the SEC is monitoring short seller activity. That's it. That doesn't mean anything. That just means they're already doing that, okay? It's not, I don't know why that would be news. Hey guys, we're doing something we already do. Okay, cool. But I guess they're having, I don't know, increased focus on specific stocks. Like, I mean, they're already supposed to be doing that, so that's not news to me. But they're monitoring it, okay? That really doesn't mean anything. There has been insider selling on, say, First Horizon, so they're going to look into that. Or First Republic, they're going to look into that, and the people that engaged in it, they're going to be in trouble. That's not going to change what happened. That's not going to change any of it. So really, that's almost irrelevant. When we finally see something like Gary Gensler of the SEC, in quotes, said, "We are putting a temporary ban on short selling," that's when you can come out with your videos and come out with your, you know, moass theories and all that, that the shorts can't short. They're in trouble. But again, it's like threshold lists, guys. It doesn't mean the stock can't go down. You got to be an ultra noob to think that just because something can't be shorted, it won't go down. Sell pressure is a real thing. And I'm telling you right now, if they even come close to that, which clearly they haven't because markets pumped Friday, the markets will bleed because no one's going to invest in a free and fair market that isn't free and fair. That's one being controlled by Biden, who doesn't even know the time of day, where he's at, or anything. And he's gonna come out and put a potential ban. Like, these are just some of the rumors. It's getting real goofy out there, and they all say it's JP Morgan says. An analyst at JP Morgan. How about you quote the analyst? I have yet to see that. What analyst at JP Morgan has said this? Can you tell me? Oh, I have to pay $5 to get into the whole article. They would quote the source at the top. They don't. I'm not a believer in it, guys. I think it's all BS. You know, you do you. We're going to see what happens with the market this week. This is obviously a developing story. It's not something that's going away anytime soon. Yes, Friday's pump is obviously, you know, will it continue? You might as well flip a coin at this point, guys, because, I mean, that's all I got. I really wanted to dial in on the rumors. Rumors don't do anybody any good. Let's get an actual quote from someone in a position of power that says they could do something. Otherwise, the markets are going to continue to do what they do. Really what needs to be taken a look at here is dark pool usage. Dark pool is supposed to just be used for like corporate events, or not corporate actions or big transactions. And they actually just use it every day pretty much to manipulate the market and manipulate the price of stocks and manipulate the movement of shares. That's really what we need to deal with. We don't need to deal with the check and balance of shorts. Just, again, like, we don't want to stop buying, and we definitely don't want to stop selling. Or it just it doesn't make sense. That's not going to be good. I'm telling you right now. We do need to take a look at the dark pool activity. It's been a big problem, and unfortunately, the companies that use it and run it also put all of the politicians into power. And that's kind of why nothing is going to change on that front. I don't believe, my opinion, for the foreseeable future, if ever. But we'll see you guys tomorrow trading. See you guys in the Discord. Free.